everyone, welcome to my lecture. Today we will discuss about string slices, string comparison and string and emulatable. First we will discuss about string slices. A segment of a string is called a slice. Selecting a slice is similar to selecting a character. There is a code or an example. The operator nm returns the part of the string from the nth character to the mth, including the first but excluding the last. This behavior is counterintuitive. It makes more sense if you imagine the indices pointing between the characters, as in the following diagram. This diagram is test. If you omit the first index before the colon, the slice starts at the beginning of the string. If you omit the second index, the slice goes to the end of the string. Those look like this one. Then what do you think dash s is equal? What that means? Now we'll discuss about the string comparison. The comparison operators work on strings to see if two strings are equal. If word equal banana, this is look like that. Other comparison operations are useful for putting words in alphabetical order. This is look like this one. You should be aware, though, that Python does not handle upper and lowercase letter the same way that people do. All the uppercase letters come before all the lowercase letter. As a result, your word zebra comes before banana. A common way to address this problem is to convert strings to a standard format such as all lowercase before performing the comparison. A more difficult problem is making the program realize that zebras are not fruit as like banana. And now we will discuss about strings are immutable. It is tempting to use the third bracket operator on the left side of an assignment with the intention of changing a character in a string. For example, that greeting hello world. Instead of producing the output hello world. This could produce the runtime error type error. Object doesn't support item assignment. Strings are immutable, which means you can't change an existing string. The best you can do is create a new string that is a variation on the original. That is look like this one. Greeting hello. The print new greeting. The solution here is to concatenate a new first letter onto a slice of greetings. This operation has no effect on the original string. Now I will discuss already in this lecture. This is string slices, string comparison, string are immutable. Now you have to exercise by yourself. If you do exercise well, you will do well in future. Thank you everyone. Hello there. Today we will discuss about strings. In this lecture, we will first discuss about a compound data type. Next, we will discuss about length, and the third time we will discuss about the traversal and the for loop. First, we will discuss about a common compound data type. So far, we have seen three types: int, float, and strings. Strings are qualitatively different from the other two because they are made up of smaller pieces characters. Types that comprise smaller pieces are called compound data types. Depending on what we are doing, we may want to treat a compound data type as a single thing, or we may want to access its parts. The ambiguity is useful. The bracket operator selects a single character from a string. This is look like that. The expression fruit 1 selected characters number 1 from fruit. The variable letter refers to the result. When we displace letter, we get a surprise. That's A. The first letter of banana is not A, unless you are a computer scientist. For previous reason, computer scientists always start counting from 0. The 0th letter is 0. Form of banana is B. The first letter 1 is A, and the second letter is N. If you want the 0th letter of a string, you just put 0 or any expression with the value 0 in the brackets. That look like this one. The expression in bracket is called an index. An index specifies a member of an ordered set. In this case, the set of characters in the strings, the index indicates which one you want, hence the name. It can be an integer expression. Next, now we'll discuss about the length. The length function returns the number of characters in a string, and this is look like this one. To get the last letter of a string, you might be tempted to try something like this. This is look like this one. Then that won't work. It causes the runtime error, index error, strings index out of range. The reason is that there is no sixth letter in banana. Since we started counting at 0, the 6 letters are numbered 0 to 5. To get the last character, we have to subtract 1 from length, and this is the length is that one. Alternatively, we can use negative indices which count backward from the end of the string. The expression fruit yields the last letter, fruit 2 yields the second to last, and so on. Now we will discuss about traversal and the for loop. A lot of computations involve processing a string on character at a time. Often they start at the beginning, select each character in turn, do something to it, and continue until the end. This pattern of processing is called traversal. One way to encode a traversal is with a while statement, which we discussed in my previous lecture. This is the example. This loop traverses the string and displays each other letter on a line by itself. The loop condition is index. So when index is equal to the length of the string, the condition is false and the body of the loop is not executed. The last character accessed is the one with the index length fruit, which is the last character is an string. Now there is an exercise. If you want to do, you can try. As an exercise, write a function that takes a string as an argument and outputs the letter backward 1 per line. Using an index to traverse a set of values is so common that Python provides an alternative, simpler syntax, the for loop. And the for char in fruit print char. Each time though the loop, the next character is in the string assigned to the variable char. The loop continues until no characters are left. The following example shows how to use concatenation and a for loop to generate an abecedarian series. Abecedarian refers to a series or list in which the elements appear in alphabetical order. For example, in Robert McCluskey's book Make Way for Ducklings, the name of the ducklings are Jack, Cack, Lack, Mac, Knack, Quack, Pack, and Quack. This lookout puts these names in order. This is look like this one and this one. Of course, that's not quite right because Quack and Quack are misspelled. Now there is an exercise for you. If you want to do, then try it. As an exercise, modify the program to fix these errors. In the next lecture, we will discuss about string slice and another thing. For now, take care of yourself. Bye.